Up, all you beautiful people out there in internet land. Maverick Rose here, back with some exclusive content. I've got Chris on location down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, catching up with Rae Chriss on her tour supporting her new album and on the heels of her nomination as 2022 Rock Female Artist of the Year, Carolina Music Awards. Go to carolinamusicawards.com, check all that out, make sure you vote for her. But without further ado, let's go on to Chris on location. Chris, are you there?
Well, hey Maverick, thanks so much. We're here at Cancun Lagoon Goofy Golf Course in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with Rae Chriss for an exclusive interview, up close and personal, never seen before footage. We're going to go through this Goofy Golf Course and see what this little lady has to say for us today. Hey Rae, thanks so much for joining us today. I know your time's been really short as of late.
Absolutely, Chris. The pleasure's on mine. I mean, with a face like that, how could I say no?
Alright, we're making our way down this course. We're at hole number 4.
And Rae, I was wondering, would you mind briefly telling our viewers a little bit about your background?
Oh, certainly. Originally, I'm from West Virginia, Parkersburg, Ravenswood, to be exact, up near the Kentucky-Ohio borders. My parents were divorced when I was 5, so I spent most of my life in separate households. But they're very vastly different people, so I feel like that's been a huge contributor in helping me to become a more well-rounded person. Wonderful. Yes, it is important to have those multiple lifestyles as an influence as growing up as a child. So, how was it growing up in West Virginia? It was kind of hard to be truly happy there. We didn't have much money and quality of life was just low in West Virginia. But I had good family and education, and I believe it all came out in the wash in the end.
Thanks, Rae. Have you found that there was a certain inspiration that's followed you throughout the years?
A muse of sorts? Yeah, I would like to explain it as a constant inner dialogue with myself. Paying attention to the subtle details and observations in life, keeping a curious, open mind, and all of those things have contributed to not seeing the world at face value, and that's given me a lot of content to chew on over the years, and it's really contributed to my work as a whole.
Alright y'all, we're in the Spooky Lagoon now, and you can hear in the background just how excited people are about their putt-putt game. Rae, you were saying your inspiration over the years, abstract thought and observation has led to your work. Please tell us how this has influenced your music and when you decided to get into music.
Thanks, Chris. Great question. I would say the abstract thought really had an integral part in my poetry and lyrics. I remember very young wondering why some people like chocolate chip cookies and why some people like oatmeal raisin. Just the weird, wacky thoughts that compiled and, around my teens started becoming poetry over, decades of journaling that then turned into my songs. I would say, as far as when I started singing or becoming a musician, I think I pretty much came out of the womb singing Achy Breaky Heart, wearing an Achy Breaky Heart t-shirt, running around the trailer, and being as obnoxious as I could. And then choir throughout school, open mics during college. Dad used to play guitar and sing Take It Easy to me. Mom sang in the car all the time. It was just all around me everywhere. But I was never influenced to... Sorry, technical difficulties. So I was never encouraged to really go for being a musician as a lifestyle because I was told I needed to support myself and a family. So I went to college and got myself a 9-to-5er. Once I got a pretty stable one, I started feeling more comfortable, exploring what it was for me to be a musician fully. And that's where we're at now. It's completely liberating, and I'm excited to support myself in this journey, and happy to have all of my friends and family along with me on the way.
Y'all, this Goofy Golf Course keeps getting better and better. I'm loving it. Thanks, Rae. I'm so glad you gave yourself the space and freedom to explore yourself as a musician. Speaking of exploring, aren't you on somewhat of a tour right now for your debut album?
Yeah, it does feel really good to be in this space right now and to give myself the liberties that I feel like my music deserves.
I am on a semi-tour. I started after my quasi-release at the end of April. So the album is on a physical CD right now, the unmastered artist cut, and then it will be streaming by the end of this year, hopefully before I hit Nashville. It is 20 years worth of journaling compiled into some songs that go through a really endearing, introspective evolution through the album. I've been told it's like a real full listening experience, which is like great feedback to have, so I can't wait to share the rest of it with everybody. Here we are in the stairwell, y'all. Catching a breather, much needed. Doesn't get any better than this. Rae, will you be on tour all year? Actually, no, I'm not touring all year. I am headed back home beginning of August for the Carolina Music Awards ceremony. I was nominated for the Female Rock Artist of the Year, so we'll see what that's about. They've been putting together this awards ceremony for 15 years now and given out more than 400 awards to musicians and artists across the Carolinas, so I'm very humbled and thankful to be a part of this year. Well, we're going to finish it up here with just a couple more questions so Rae can get back to her putt-putt game. I know it's hard to look past the immediate future, just taking it day by day, but do you have any goals in mind? I do, actually. I would like to start playing more blues just because I feel like it complements my voice and I would love to use that as a mode of expression. But more importantly, I would like to get myself more into, I don't want to say a religious zone or space, but more where I can express the presence of God in my work. I do that already in my album Liberated Density, but I would like, it's more of like an abstract, vague way, and I would like to make that more apparent and more front and center and highlighted in the future. I'm not really sure what that's going to look like yet, as far as like myself as a musician, a person, and my work, but I certainly feel like that's the way to go, and I know that the road to get there will be revealed as time goes on, just like it has this whole way. So I'm looking forward to that next chapter in my work and myself as a person. Is there a main reason for this shift? The reason for this shift, I see all the support and love that I'm getting from people, and I see the position of influence that I'm in, and I've realized how things can be seen from far away, and I'm noticing that I really want to highlight that in my life, and I want to grow in that space, and the best way to do that is to go head first and decide how to tackle it. And I feel like I have a very unique perspective, insight, and open-mindedness to my spirituality and belief system. And I think that it could help a lot of people that don't know how to approach the subject or don't know what works best for them. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with as many people as want to hear it. Look at us. Look at that. Just look at us. Just look at us. Well, that's enough goofing around for us here at Cancun Lagoon. Goofy Golf in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with Rae Chriss on her debut album Liberated Density and accompanying tour. Make sure to vote for her for Carolina Music Awards Female Rock Artist of the Year. Back to you in the studio, Maverick.
All right, special thanks again to Chris and to Rae Chriss for doing that interview for us, all the way down in beautiful, sunny Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Make sure you go to CarolinaMusicAwards.com, vote for Rae Chriss for Female Rock Artist of the Year. I have been and will continue to be Maverick Rose. We appreciate you so much. Have a beautiful and blessed day, evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thanks for rocking with us.